Hi everybody, my name is Andy with Etrailer.com, and today we're taking a look at this GSI Outdoors Pinnacle Pro camp stove. Now, this durable and lightweight camp stove is going to be perfect for cooking at your campsite for your family and friends, or even tailgating at the next football game. Let's take a look at the stove together. Now, this stove utilizes a unique space-efficient design, allowing it to automatically expand upon opening and become compact when closing. While it's closed, let me go ahead and give you some measurements. The overall height while it's closed, we're sitting at about 1 3/8 inches tall. And then in regards to how deep it is, let me pull out my tape measure here. We are going to be sitting right at about 12.5 inches deep. And then let me go ahead and turn this around and measure the width for you while it's closed. We're going to be sitting right at 20 inches wide. And by the way, this stove weighs about 11 pounds. And to go ahead and open this, I'm going to walk you through those steps. It is recommended that you flip this over onto its top, and then begin by opening the stainless steel legs and locking them into place. And let me go ahead and just tilt this a little bit to show you how that's done. So this is what the leg looks like when it is folded in, and then you just give it a slight pull to unlock it, and then that leg locks into place. So our legs are open. It is also recommended at this point to open up the fuel door and attach the fuel line assembly. And this fuel line assembly is included with the stove. So it's easy enough. You just begin to secure it and make it finger tight. And then this is ready to go. Now, for the purpose of my demonstration of this stove, I am going to remove this fuel line assembly just to make this easier to move around for you. So once you have that attached, then you would just flip this back over. And let me go ahead and flip this over, put it on its legs. And then the next step is to open up this stainless steel cover, and then to unfold the stainless steel windscreens. And then these windscreens are going to lock into place in a slot that is right here in the drip tray. So I am going to secure those into place. And so this tray is, this lid is secure, and it is not going to fold down, and the windscreens are secure. I do want to mention that this is locked, the lid is locked into place with this locking mechanism here, and to release that you would just push that button, and then that would allow you to close it after you fold in the windscreens. But so we are now locked into place, and then once your stove is open, you would just want to go ahead and begin by attaching the regulator to your propane cylinder. By the way, this regulator is pre-tuned and does not need adjustment. And then once you have that attached, you would just turn your knob, adjustment knob, about a half a turn counterclockwise to open up the gas flow. And then you would just then press the piezo igniter button, and that would go ahead and get your burners ignited. Now, this does have a fold-away pot support to allow you easy cleaning. So let me go ahead and show you how you can do that. You would just pull back on this lid, and then take a firm grip of the pot holder stand and just unhook it from the latches in the lid. And then I'm going to press this cover lock button to let that go all the way down. And let me just show you the inside there. You see that you have two 11,000 BTU high efficiency burners. Those are going to allow you to cook your food quickly and efficiently while using less fuel. And this is going to clean up easily with very little water because of this non-stick drip tray. So this is going to be an easy cleanup and allow you easy access with this pot support being able to fold away. So now I am going to put this back into place, and as you could hear that, locked into position. And then I am just going to push against this cover and then lock this into those clips. And this is where they lock into place, right there. Now, while this is open, let me go ahead and give you some measurements here. I'm going to begin by measuring the height of this. And I'm going to start measuring from the surface that is going to be sitting on. So measuring from the surface that the legs are sitting on, we are looking at right about 15.5 inches tall. And then in regards to how deep this is, we are going to be sitting overall depth of about 12 and 3/4 inches deep, almost 13 inches deep. And then looking at how wide this is while this is open, I think the best way to measure the width while it's open is to measure leg to leg. That's going to be the widest point. So measuring leg to leg, we're going to be sitting right at 21 inches wide, maybe just a little bit more, but about 21 inches wide, leg to leg. And then if you're interested in knowing what that cooking surface measures, the pot support, we're going to be looking right at about 18 3/8 inches across. Now let me go ahead and walk you through the steps on how to close this. I'm going to give you one final look there at the inside. You obviously want to make sure that your stove is nice and cool. Now I am going to go ahead and begin to lift up the windscreens from the slots here. So these will slide up and then just fold inside the door. And then we don't want to forget about our cover lock button. Push that down and that will easily close. And then the legs will just lift up ever so slightly and then fold into place. Now this stove does have a limited lifetime warranty, and the 1 pound fuel canister or the liquid propane tanks with adapter are sold separately. We do have an adapter hose for this. If you would like to check that out on our website, that's item number GSI 84EV. And I would also recommend taking a look at the carry bag that GSI made specifically for this stove. It's not only going to make this easier to carry, but also protect it as well. You can find that on our website, item number GSI 86EV. Well, that's going to conclude our look today at this GSI Outdoors Pinnacle Pro camp stove. Again, my name is Andy. Thank you for joining me.